Tilly. Tilly, come here. Let's go find Stinky. What about you? What about you, huh? You gonna let Tilly bother you like that? I think I spot Stinky. I think I spot Stinky creeping around. I see you, Stinky. You think you're slick in there, don't you, boy? You hiding from the dog, that mean old puppy, Tilly? Are you hiding from Tilly? You hiding from Tilly Lou? She's gonna find you, boy. Now you better roll up. You better roll up, boy. Roll up in that grass so she can't get you. You're waiting to ambush Tilly, aren't you? Tilly, come on. Tilly. Tilly, come on. Starlight's only going to put up with so much of your stuff. Hard not to cuss on that one. She'll tolerate it for a little bit, then she'll start to. Her tactic is with the little dog. She's been yelled at from me a few times for biting the puppy, so she steamrolls. Here we go. It's exactly what I was saying. She'll steamroll the little puppy. It's actually pretty funny. So Starlight, the big dog, is over here, and then the cat, Stinky, is over in this bush. So this dog's gonna run back and forth from dog to kitty and terrorize both of them. You better get it. You better get it. You better get it. What are you doing? You know where that cat is. Come on. Come on. Come here. There, you got ambushed. Feeding them cows. Uh-oh, the fight's on. We got more chicks. I built my daughter Blakely. I built her a chicken pen last year, and I'm gonna pan over to this dog's about to get herself in trouble. She's got the big dog's bone. Now she's gonna pester the cat, antagonize him, whatever you want to call it. She'll figure out he's not there. Hey, Tilly, he's over here. Tilly, come on. Come on. Stinky, you gonna get Starlight? Is that what you're doing? Are you laying and waiting on Starlight? Tilly's gonna sneak up behind you and get your tail. I can already smell it. Can you smell what the Tilly's cooking? She's cooking up an ambush. Oh, or vice versa. Boom. You're gonna get it. Boom. He just tried to tackle her. Come here. Come here. This is good stuff. Come on. You're going to get it, Tilly. He's about had it with you. Oh, it was a good one. Tussle in the bushes. Come here. Come here, Tilly. You missed her, Starlight. She came right by you. You didn't even... Here she comes again. Get her. Boom. Oh. This is fixing to get good. Uh-oh, what's going on? What's going on? Let's go check this out. Come on, Tilly. What are you barking at, Starlight? What is it? Got your sniffer out? Sunset out here. It's beautiful. Right on the lake. Right by the big barn. Come here, Tilly. Come on, Tilly, you're missing out on the fun. Come on. Come on. Come on, Tilly. So what I was getting at earlier, I got sidetracked, which isn't too hard for me to do, was I built a chicken pen for my daughter last year. Since I lost my oil field job, I've had plenty of time on my hands, unfortunately. So she was begging for chickens. So we bought 6 chickens, and then I built her this chicken pen, and then we had to go buy a coop, which you'll be able to see that here in a second. So here's the coop. Hey, your time of wondering over here is about over, and I'll get to that. So we had 6 chickens. We raised them up in the house in some kind of a wash tub, and it was a dog crate with a heat lamp. And then we got them out here, and they were going in every night. They were getting in their coop, which is here, this little brown thing in here. That's their chicken coop. And they were just about to the age to where they were going to lay eggs, and I bet you can figure out where this is headed. And I left them out one day, or I don't know if I left them out or if my daughter left them out, but it doesn't matter. This dog over here, she got after the chickens, and I seen her mingling with the chickens, and I yelled at her, and it looked harmless to me. I mean, I knew to keep the dog away, but I just thought, well, maybe they can, get together, coexist, whatever you want to call it. I don't like to use that word coexist. It's such a liberal word. They ruin that word. But anyhow, I digress. So the chickens got out, and this sweet little dog right here took care of all 6 chickens in one night, and that was horrible in itself. But then my daughter wasn't even here when it happened, so we had to break it to her the next morning, and of course that was devastating. So we got some more chicks, some new chicks. We bought some of them at Atwoods. The last round we got them at Tractor Supply, but this time we got them in Atwoods in Kingfisher, Oklahoma. And then they got some of them at this place called Lumber 2 in Oklahoma City. So she bought 12 of them in Atwoods and Kingfisher, which is that direction. And then the rest of them she bought in Oklahoma City, which is over here to the east, southeast of us. So we got 12 chickens. She bought 6 at Atwoods and 6 at Lumber 2. My daughter would know the breeds. I don't know what breeds she got, but so I think they're supposed to be all hens, but buying 12, we may have gotten a rooster or 2. I hope no more than 2, because the roosters are the ones that crow in the morning, which is probably going to be a cool thing. And then another thing we've started to do out here is started to work on our garden. As of yesterday, we put a tarp out here to kill the vegetation, and then I spread some of this potting soil out here to so we can plant. She's going to start out right here in this bare spot here with that potting soil. She's going to put, I think, tomatoes out here. We did corn last year. We did corn right over here in this corner, but it didn't make. So I don't think we're going to do corn again, but we had really good luck with the okra, and we had good luck with the watermelons and some different peppers. I'm not exactly sure what kind of peppers. I think we had some bell peppers, and I think some, I don't know, I'm probably going to butcher this, but some of them were purple. I don't know if they call them purple peppers, but I know some of them were purple. And then like some, what else did we have? I think she tried some carrots. We didn't get too many carrots, but she did plant some. I believe we had squash. We had some cauliflower. We didn't have a whole lot of luck with the cauliflower. Was that? Cauliflower is white. I can't think of the green one. It looks kind of just like cauliflower. I don't know where my brain just went, but I can't think of the name of it. But anyhow, it's the green one that looks like a tree. That's what my daughter used to call it when she was young. My wife would bake it in the oven, and Blakely called them small trees, which was pretty funny. But anyhow, here's that sunset again before I take you in and show you the chicks. It's a beautiful sunset. Look at that. Right here on the lake. Here's the lake right here. And this lake goes all the way around. It even goes over the road. I'll get you a picture of that. But there's the lake. Used to be a swimming pool right here. I need to burn this, all weeds now. I need to burn those weeds and dig those little trees up. I think those are cedar trees. I dug one up last year, but it looks like some more sprouted up, so I'm gonna have to get rid of them. But that lake, pond lake, I'm not sure how many acres when it goes from a pond to a lake, but I would call it a pond, but everybody around here calls it a lake, so I guess it's a lake. But again, there's the sunset, but the lake pretty much starts, there's a creek that goes into it right here, and then it opens up here, and there's another large body of water. You can't see it, but beyond those trees. And then you go up around, there's another peninsula over here. You go around that, and there's another large body of water. You just can't see it from here because of the trees. But that lake, it goes all the way through here. There's a cabin down there. You can barely see it. Right there it is. And then the creek runs all the way even underneath the road. There's the dirt road that we live on. That creek runs underneath that road. In the summer, which is coming up here in a few months, there's a lot of fishing that goes on out here. There's 3 families that share this lake. It's not actually my lake, but I have obviously I live out here, so I have rights to to fish on it, but there's a family that owns that cabin. It's kind of a weekend deal. I mean, there's people out here during the week, but not every night of the week. And I think they even Airbnb that. So they rent that out. They rent that out mainly on the weekends. And then they also have the people who own this they're Mormons, and they have a bunch of like youth gatherings out here. I guess my wife's going to town. Bye, honey. She's going to get our kid from softball practice. But anyhow, they have a bunch of youth gatherings, or I say a bunch, a couple of youth gatherings. There goes my wife. During the summer, and so you'll see them come out on a, what do you think, Stinky? You'll see them come out like on a Friday night, and they'll camp out. There'll be like probably 75 tents out here around that cabin right there, and then they'll stay the night, and then the next morning you'll look up at about 10:30 or 11 a.m. and they'll all be gone. So they don't stay long, but they do have a big youth camp. I don't know if it's a camp they're doing or just a camp out night or whatever they call it, but it's a bunch of young people, and that's pretty cool. And you'll see a bunch of jet skis out here in the summer. I have a ski boat. I've never put my ski boat on here, which you could, but there's a lot of, and I know how to ski. Used to ski all the time when I was younger. No, that's a whole nother story, but almost got into that professionally when I was about 20. I'll tell you about that another time, but I know there's a bunch of fence posts out there, and you could get hurt. You could get hurt pretty bad, and it surprises me that those jet skis, Sea-Doos, whatever you call them, I'm surprised there hasn't been some major accidents out here, because there are. I know where every T-post is and every wood post and steel post that's buried, and if the lake is up, it's got a flood control reservoir on it, so it can only get so high without, getting out of its banks. But when the lake is good and full like it is now, most of those fence posts are buried. But in the summer, when it gets dry, you'll start to see those T-posts appear, and you talk about messing you up. that can puncture you. That's just like a knife. If you're going about 15 or 20 miles an hour, that can impale you. And I'm surprised that hadn't happened out here. Now, there was a kid, I think it was 2 summers ago, that almost drowned out here. I happened to be out on the four-wheeler that day, and I heard some commotion. I didn't know what it was. And I went down there, and I seen there was a couple of fire trucks and a couple of cop cars, and they was able to save him. I think they had to do mouth to mouth on the kid, but they got him squared away, which thank God for that. But so it's probably somebody not watching their kid, I'm assuming. But anyhow, okay, let's go in, and I'm going to show you these chicks that are going to go into that chicken pen once they're old enough. And what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to bury a fence, a shocker fence for my big dog, so she won't get our chickens this time, because that was pretty sad. It was sad, but it was really sad when we had to break that to our daughter. Oh, there goes Stinky. Where you headed, boy? But let's go in, and I'm going to show you these chicks, and then I'll end this video. Looks like I've been on it for 19 minutes and 23 seconds. But let's go in and show you these 12 little chicks. I guess Stinky wants in, so he's probably hungry. Get in there, boy. Go. Go, 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 go. I didn't even know Tilly was in here. Kendra must have let her in. You got food? You hungry? I'll get you some food. Not you. You got plenty of food. There you go. Let's go check your food bowl. Yeah, you got food. Are you hungry? I guess so. Okay, let's go look at these chicks and then I'll sign off. Sign off, sign out. Sign in, sign up, sign out. This time we put them on our laundry room, and we bought a stock tank. We got a heat lamp on them, and there's 12 of these little rascals in here, basking in the sun, artificial sun. Cute little turkeys. You okay, chickie? You okay, chickadee? Huh? You look okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So from here on out, every video that I post, I'll put the progress of these chicks up until the point we let them outside. And I have to come up with a remedy to keep the dog away from them. Can't have that again. So, uh-oh, the washer's ready to roll, I think. But yeah, it's finished. Okay, until next time, adios.